Ladies and gentlemen, and global finance readers, it's my pleasure to be here at Sibos with Kok-Keong, the head of Global Transaction Banking Asia Pacific for Unicredit, Italy's biggest bank by assets. Very pleased to have him, KK.
Thank you, Tom. Very pleased to be here.
I wanted to ask, Unicredit has a unique footprint in the world in the sense that it's a strong presence in Central Europe and in Europe, with a lot of clients interested in expanding in Asia, and also Asian multinationals moving to Europe. Can you talk about how you service both of these clients?
Yes, as you know, Tom, doing business internationally is imperative for most companies. And as our customers, our clients in Europe expand into other regions, especially Asia, they are often confronted with a very complex environment, especially on the regulatory landscape, different clearing and legal framework. And that's where I think Unicredit is well positioned to help them as they move from Europe into Asia.
Maybe we could talk about how that strength has been built up in Unicredit, because I understand it's actually gotten a lot stronger in recent years.
So Unicredit has, if you may, followed our clients into Asia, and here is where I think we have invested considerably in platforms. So over the last few years, we've built a formidable franchise in the region, and we are present on the ground in most of the key locations in Asia, including Hong Kong, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Singapore. We have branches in Tokyo and rep offices in Hanoi, Mumbai, and Seoul. So as clients come into the region, they realize that they are working with Unicredit, then familiar with the group, and we are able to provide a consistent service to them that they are familiar with when they are back home in either Germany, Italy, or Vienna.
Okay, say you have a German or Italian client coming to you and wants to set up a payment factory or a regional treasury center. What would you tell them?
We would tell them that we are able to help them in this area because we have the expertise, we have the local knowledge, we have the platform, we have the capability, and we have helped many of our clients to do that, and therefore they feel comfortable that they're working with a bank that is capable, that is reliable, that's trustworthy, and who is able to service all their cash management, the trade finance, the liquidity management, and also most of the working capital needs.
Thank you. Well, let's talk a little bit about those Asian multinationals that are now expanding into Europe. I think we talked about the Chinachem deal as being an example of the kind of deals that we're likely to see more of into Europe when Chinachem bought Pirelli last March. What kind of client base do you have there?
We again, the two pillars. I think I talk about the two pillars. One is our home market clients coming to the region, and the other one are Asian clients going to our home market in Europe. And that's where I think our strength lies. Because as you know, Tom, Unicredit has a formidable franchise in Europe. We are particularly strong in the three main hubs that we are in, which is Germany, Italy, and of course Austria. But we also have a very huge network in Central and Eastern Europe. So a lot of the Chinese companies, not only Chinese companies, but Asian companies, particularly Japanese, Korean, Central and Eastern Europe is a favorite investment location for them. And that's where we have the local expertise and also the product capability, the full range of product capability to help them on the ground.
It sounds very important in Asia on both fronts. Can we talk about the Asian future a little bit? I know that it's one of the bank's center of attention. How big is it going to grow here for you?
I think you're familiar, Tom, with the China One Road, One Belt initiative. And I think that is going to be a big impact. And already we're seeing a considerable investment and activity along the countries where the One Belt, One Route trajectory is going to take. And that's again where I think Unicredit is well positioned, as you know, following the old Silk Route, from Asia going into Europe and vice versa. I think we are well positioned to service both sides of that continent to make sure that our clients are able to fulfill their business objectives, and we're there to help them.
Thank you. Just one more question. I wanted to ask a little bit about big data digitization. Are you jumping into this foray? I know you're very good at the basics, but you're also supplementing.
Yes, we are, of course, in terms of the technology, we are continuously investing so that we can bring the latest in cutting edge technology to our client. So we are a BPO bank. We are fully ready to do BPO. We have done the first deal between Japan and Germany. We're one of the first. In terms of supply chain, in terms of digitalization of the platform, we are continuing to innovate and to invest in that area. So our clients can expect to see a lot more coming from that area.
Can we see more BPO arrangements between Asia and Unicredit very soon?
Definitely, and also, as you know, during Sibos, we have had discussions with a lot of our partner banks, financial institutions that operate both regionally and globally, and a lot of them are very interested, and most of them are getting ready also for BPO, and we are ready to engage and participate in this BPO initiative.
Thank you very much. KK Tay, Head of Global Transaction Banking Asia Pacific for Unicredit.
Thank you, Tom.